Welcome back to Halo Halo. I'm Kat Iniba with your top entertainment and lifestyle show for Asian Pacific Americans. This whole show has been dedicated to three organizations that were honored by the city of Los Angeles for their contributions to empowering the Asian Pacific American community, all for May, which is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. Joining us today is the Executive Director of Kollaboration, Minji Chang. Welcome, Minji.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because your organization received the Dream Award.
Yes,
right?
we did. It was amazing. It was a huge honor. I wasn't fully prepared for how big of an honor it was.
Right.
It was awesome.
So tell me a little bit more about Kollaboration for those that don't know.
Yeah, so Kollaboration is a nonprofit organization, but more so than just being a nonprofit, we're a movement, across North America.
Yeah.
We have city chapters all across North America. We're 14 cities right now.
Wow.
And our home is in LA.
Yeah.
That's where we started everything. And it started off with one show where our founder, Paul PK Kim, you know him, everyone knows him. He wanted to do a showcase, a talent showcase, just to say, we want to change the status quo of how Asians are perceived in media. So it started with one show and it just grew from there.
Yeah.
So we have these showcases all across the country. We find local talent, we have auditions, and we just created this platform for aspiring artists to go do their thing.
I heard it's been 15 years, right?
We're in our 16th now, yeah.
16th year,
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So that's just a testament of how great this organization is.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a lot of hard work. We are, 99.999% volunteer run.
Right.
So it is really a testament. It amazes me when I sit back and think of how many thousands of people and hours have gone into keeping this thing alive.
And now it's in 14 cities, because I remember when it first started.
Yeah.
I used to cover that way back when.
That's awesome. I love it. I would love to see old footage.
No, but I noticed that it's not just a talent show now. You guys have podcasts.
Right.
You're branching out. So tell me a little bit more.
It's really amazing for me to see how we've evolved. It started out with just the talent showcase, and that's something that's very kind of the meat and potatoes and the heart of what we do. But we've expanded beyond that to have an online presence. So keeping up with creating content, right? So having a voice and having an opinion, having a perspective. The podcast is one of those things. Having our blog is another. There's just a lot of things going on in the Asian community. We want to make sure that gets shared.
Yeah, and people are aware, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned podcasts, and I know you have a podcast. So tell me more about it.
So our podcast is called Collabcast. It's myself and our operations director, Marvin, who's kind of my associate director, and he and I, we constantly are conversing about just life, but of course, we're very heavily involved in the Asian American community. There's so many things that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's just record our conversations and bring in people, our friends, to hang out and talk about it as well. And that's how it started. Marvin had to nag me. I was very resistant to it for some reason. I'm a chatty person. For some reason, I was like, I don't have anything to talk about for an hour.
Right.
I dare you to find a podcast that is less than an hour, because we talk with really cool people. We talk about all sorts of things, not just limited to Asian American topics. We just talk about
whatever affects us.
Yeah,
right.
Because we're Asian Americans, so whatever we are talking about is kind of through an Asian American perspective.
Exactly.
So it's really grown, and we just started off with one episode,
and now it's growing and growing and growing. How do people listen to your podcast?
We're actually on iTunes. So Marvin handles all that. He was the one who's very into the podcast world. I knew nothing about it. He just posted on our website. We are now on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. There's an RSS feed that you can subscribe to. So we've been getting a good number of listeners. It's really crazy to think that people are really listening in and asking us questions and kind of learning.
Very interactive, right?
Right. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. New media, man.
It really,
yeah, seriously.
It's changed everything, and I think that that's amazing, and it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes. It feels a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I think that's the challenge. But it's really great when you feel like something that you said, or a question that you asked, or a question that you answered, kind of expanded somebody's perspective. Or,
yeah, exactly.
It's an honor. You're like, wow, you're listening to us talk. Thank you.
Now you guys have a couple of events coming up, right?
We do. So we have the Los Angeles annual showcase coming up June 27th, which is going to be at the LA Theater Center in downtown LA, which is it's gorgeous. It's just a gorgeous venue. And this is going to be our 15th show in LA. We've actually had 95 shows.
Oh, wow.
Like globally.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
I'm imagining it's nonstop, right?
It is.
Nonstop planning, pre-production and everything.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You don't really, and it's funny because you work really hard. It takes a lot to put on an event of that scale, especially with volunteers.
Yeah.
But you get really anxious and tired, but then you do it, and then it's amazing.
Yeah, you see
and
the production, you're like, yes.
And then you're like, okay, when do we start again? And it's,
it's a big rush for you, right?
It is. A lot of adrenaline.
Now, aside from Kollaboration, I heard that you actually started an organization for professional women.
Oh, you heard?
I did. I heard through one of your podcasts.
Awesome, thank you.
So you can tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, actually, well, thank you so much. Wow, I wasn't expecting to talk about that today. My friends and I, actually 2 friends that I met through Kollaboration, 2 awesome women, Angelica Lumia and Nikki Sun. We have known each other for years, and we've done events and or media for as long as I can remember knowing them. And we just kind of had this idea of we've never had like a networking event for women where we can sit around and talk about things that we talk about when we're just us 3.
Right.
And that'd be really cool. And so we started digging around, and we found that there were some events, but not any within our network.
Yeah.
So
you're like, there's a need for it.
There's a need for it, and we would just like bring it up in conversation, and people are like, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And even men, people are supportive. They're like, that'd be really, really cool. And so we've done events. Between the 3 of us, we have over 30 years of event planning experience, so we're just like, let's just do it. So we got 3 really great panelists to speak about leadership, got some food, put on some music, and we got some sponsors, amazing donations for products and things like that.
That's cool.
It was a great event.
Yeah, and then we'll be hearing more about it?
Yeah, I hope. I mean, that was our launch, and we were very antsy about it, but confident that if people came, they would enjoy it. And it was really more than we expected.
Good.
So.
Congratulations.
Thank
you so much for what you guys are doing for our community.
Thank you for featuring us. It's really an honor.
And for more information on Kollaboration, where do we go?
We go to collaboration.org, and you can find us at Kollaboration. That's all our Instagram, Twitter handles.
Social media, right?
Yeah.
Thank you again, Minji.
Thank you.
Again, for more information on Kollaboration, make sure to check out their website at collaboration.org. We have more entertainment and lifestyle news all after the break.